Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about Darwin Nunez. We're going to be talking about Pau Cubarsi. And then as well, we're going to be talking about Guido Rodriguez and Serigne Des. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Darwin Nunez because a report from Sports said that Jorge Mendes has offered Darwin Nunez to FC Barcelona, and Darwin Nunez, he dreams of joining the club as well, but on one condition, and that's if Lewandowski leaves the club. Now we all know that Lewandowski, he has one more year on his contract, and he's very adamant on staying and fulfilling, that contract. And so it's very unlikely that Lewandowski is going to be leaving the club. And so it seems that if Darwin Nunez he were to come to Barcelona, it would not be this upcoming summer, but the summer after. Now, I have said that that he could come next summer, but can Barcelona even afford that? Well, according to Sport in that report, it said that Liverpool, any price that would entice them to letting go of Darwin Nunez, it would have to be over 85 million euros. And as we do know, Darwin Nunez' contract it ends in the summer of 2028, and so he has a lot of years in this contract, and so we're not going to be able to negotiate with Liverpool and basically say, hey, he's nearing towards the end of his contract. That's just not the case. But my thoughts on Darwin Nunez as a player. It's pretty simple. I think Darwin Nunez is a fantastic striker. I think he could be playing, for the top four teams in any league. And as a striker, he's very, very good. He has, that pace. He has that work rate. He has that flair, and he just has a lot of good attributes that you would want in a striker. Just the one critique I have, and a lot of fans they do have, is that of his finishing. His finishing is not clinical. He is so wasteful in front of goal, and that's what's holding him back from becoming an elite striker. As I said, I think he has all the fundamentals to be an elite striker, but because his finishing isn't clinical, he just can't take that next step up. And if the Liverpool fans, if they're critiquing him, and they're saying, hey, is Darwin Nunez the striker that we need to be playing at Liverpool, then do Barcelona really need to go out and sign Darwin Nunez? Me personally, I think he'd be a great fit for a top four team. A Chelsea, a Atletico Madrid, a Dortmund, or a Man United, teams like that. But to be playing at Barcelona, I'm sorry, you're going to need a little bit more. But, I could be wrong. His finishing could improve with a better coach. With some more coaching, he can, take his finishing to that next level. But I ask you guys, would you guys, sign Darwin Nunez if the opportunity were to come? Keeping in mind that his price tag at the moment is 85 million euros and above. But that's the situation in regards to Darwin Nunez. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Pau Cubarsi because Pau Cubarsi, his contract has been officially renewed for 3 more years. And, why is it only 3 years and not more? That's because that's the maximum limit for a under 18 player. And, I said that right, guys. Pau Cubarsi, he is still under 18 years of age. He's 17, and he's becoming, a starter for Barcelona. That's an impressive achievement and something that you can only praise him for. His current release clause is currently 500 million euros, and I'm in complete agreement with that. And as soon as he turns 18, that 500 million euro release clause is going to be turned into 1 billion, and as well as soon as he turns 18, the club will be renewing with him again in order to extend that contract until 2029 for 2 more years. And so it's basically a 5-year contract deal, which will be extended until 2029. And I think it's such fantastic news that Pau Cubarsi has been renewed. Pau Cubarsi has been outstanding player so far in the performances that he's put in. And keeping in mind, guys, this is a 17-year-old center back who's just debuted onto the scene, and he's putting immense performances, pocketing Mbappe in that first time against PSG, pocketing Usman. Osimhen in the games against Napoli, pocketing the Atletico Madrid attackers, pocketing Griezmann, Memphis Depay, and Morata. Pau Cubarsi has been an outstanding gem, and I'm so happy that he is renewing with the club. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Guido Rodriguez because it seems that all Everything is set for Guido Rodriguez to become a Barcelona player. And according to a report from Fabrizio Romano, Barcelona and Guido Rodriguez have a verbal agreement in place since 2 weeks ago, approved by Xavi. And right now, it's all a matter of time before we sign the formal contracts. And Barcelona, they do have to wait for the financial fair play approval before they're able to sign Guido Rodriguez. But it seems like Guido Rodriguez, he will be signing for Barcelona in a 2-year plus one until 2027, and he will be arriving in July. Now, I know some of you guys are worried, saying, hey, is he really the option that we want for Barcelona? But the thing is, Guido Rodriguez is going to be coming up as a replacement for Romeo. He will not be coming to be our top pivot. That top pivot is either going to be Zubomendi, either a Kimmich, a type of profile like that, or even an Andre Onana. No, an Amadou Onana, my bad, from Everton. And so, we're not going to be paying much for Guido Rodriguez. He's going to be coming as a free agent, only going to be here for 2 years with an additional option for an extension, and, low wages, manageable salary. I'm all in favor of that move of Guido Rodriguez. But lastly, guys, I want to be talking about Serginho Dest, because according to a report from Rick Elfrink, apologies if I butchered that name, but apparently PSG Eindhoven have decided not to execute the buy option for Serginho Dest. As of right now, they're looking to sign him in early 2025. When his recovery, improves. He has had a big injury, and the thing is, that his contract is going to be ending in the summer of 2025 with Barcelona, and so they could be picking Serginho Dest up on a free. But I genuinely think it's obviously it's a shame that Serginho Dest has picked up an injury, and PSV, they've decided not to buy him, and so we're going to have to see what we're going to do with Serginho Dest. It's going to be an uneventful summer for him, just knowing when you have those long-term injuries, it really puts a lot of clubs off, just because you're not going to be able to play. But guys, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on everything that I discussed on today's video. What do you guys make of Barcelona's pursuit for Darwin Nunez, and what do you guys make of Pau Cubarsi renewing with the club officially? And as well, what do you guys make of Guido Rodriguez set to come to Barcelona in July? But guys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. And as always, see you guys all on the next video. Peace out, everyone.